Hey guys, this is Fire from InDepth Gaming bringing you a game review. This time we're checking out Through the Darkest of Times. This game released just a few months ago on August 13th, 2020 for a price of $14.99. It was developed by Paint Bucket Games and published by Handy Games. So what is Through the Darkest of Times? It's a game that's set in Berlin in January 1933 where Hitler is kind of the source of power. So you're trying to build a group of resistance fighters to defeat the Reich and really take Germany back over from the protagonist in the game, and Hitler, and really bring your guys back. So the way the game works is you have a city, you'll start with kind of a small base and be by yourself. You have to manage the well-being of your pseudo characters, however you want to call them, players that you play as well as managing your inventory, finances, money system, all while trying to spread the word of the resistance and take down Hitler and his guys. So you'll do so by managing your crew members, helping ensuring their well-being, as well as navigating the city. You'll start off with just a couple areas to explore, and then slowly progress through on that, or beyond that. You'll have an inventory system, so say you'll need to collect certain items and turn them into other items. Whether it's like gathering papers to create propaganda leaflets or establishing contacts. And then you'll load into the city map and start assigning different people on different missions. You'll get different danger levels and kind of be able to determine what you're going to have and your chances of success based on who all you're sending. So the more you send, the better chance of success. But at the same time, if you don't send everybody out, you'll have a less likely opportunity to succeed in your mission. And you can send people out in multiple missions at once. So if you don't have everybody, it's kind of, you can spread them out, or you can send them all in one go, or you can hold people back to try to heal and recover. So we'll send our guys out on this mission, just kind of let you see how the game goes. You'll get results. Sometimes you'll be encountered by Nazi forces trying to hurt your guys or imprison them, or the story will do a complete 180 and adjust on you, or you could just completely lose your guys and they'll die on you. It's such an ever-changing story that you have to constantly adapt to. It's actually a really fun strategy game, but it is pretty deep. It's not going to be a slow-paced game. There's a couple other games on Xbox similar to this, so it's a fun game, but at the same time, you kind of need to love this World War II aspect of history. If you're a history buff and love stuff like this, you'll definitely really enjoy playing Through the Darkest of Times. But if you're not familiar with, the Nazi era and what happened to the Jews, unfortunately, during World War II with Hitler and everything, it might be a little bit of a hard game for you to follow. While the game does do a really good job at explaining that story, it is still not the easiest thing in the world to follow if you don't have that background knowledge. I know there's definitely some references and things I didn't quite understand and had to look at myself. As far as how long the game is, it's a pretty lengthy game, and every time you play through it, you can get different outcomes based on what you've done. And it can take you just different ways to get to different things. You'll have guys that could last a very long time in the game, or you could kill off your very first group of characters in the first, 1 or 2 days worth of sending out missions. So it's kind of based on, the decisions you make in these encounters will help set you up for how the game works. As far as the audio and visuals, it's a very, soft-spoken, like, artwork style game, comic book-esque style graphics in my opinion, just with a dialogue story. I honestly would have liked to have had the story narrated. I thought that might have been a little more engaging and drawn me in a little better, but I'm okay with reading, although I'd like to honestly have it read to me. A little lazy in that aspect, but that's just me. I don't like reading too much. Go figure. But yeah, as far as the soundtrack, it actually does a really good job at helping you feel engaged when there's these encounters going on in the game where it's, say, rioting. You really get the audio that helps engage you and draws you in, versus when you're going on stealthy, sneaky missions trying to do things behind the Nazis' back. It's really fun to play in that aspect. The achievements, it's not going to be a quick, easy completion game out there, guys. Sorry about that. So if you're looking for an achievement game, probably not your game. But if you're looking for a fun, different kind of story strategy style game, for $14.99, this game isn't that bad at all. Especially if you can catch it on a sale, definitely would recommend picking it up. It is fun. Like I said, though, if you're not big into history or any of that, you know, approach it at your own leisure. Aside from that, guys, if I had to give this game any type of a rating system, I'd probably give the game about a 7 out of 10. It's not amazing, but it's not bad by any means. But it's just kind of to each their own and how you go. And basically, this is how the game works: is you send your guys out, you progress throughout the day, the story starts to develop more, and then you'll get a results on what happened to all your guys sitting out in the world and all your characters, whether they died, if they came back safe, or maybe you just lost the game entirely. You don't know. And then you just rinse and repeat. And that's basically the game. Unfortunately, it looks like we lost our characters in this play session, and we'll have to start all the way over again. But that's kind of how the game is. It's get as far as you can, try to do things, fail, succeed. But yeah, if you guys like this video and want to know more about the game or have any questions, let us know down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more on this game, let us know. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, if you want to join us on our Discord, find out when we're playing certain games, or join us in some of our games, we're happy to have you. Aside from that, guys, I hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you next time.